Let me help you out with all this drama from your so-called friendships. Don't you know that if you have discernment or better discernment, it'll save you from a lot of heartache and pain?
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Pebbles. I hope you are having a good day. Just wanted to come in and share a message. So this entire weekend I've been having this same discussion or convo with a few people, and each one of them people were like, you should definitely share that. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'll do my best to try to explain like I explained to them. We were having a bunch of different, just conversations, and the topic was really about just friendship and how to avoid the pitfalls in friendship. How do you find the right friends? Like, not getting involved or linking up with phony people or people that's just like, not really for you, manipulative, drama, because everybody have on they're like this mask. They're good at disguising things, or so people think, right? And so sometimes it's hard when you meet people and they seem cool at first, and then later on down the line, things reveal themselves with these people, and it's not that sometimes we link up with people that we shouldn't. And so, without really getting into everything we were speaking about, I was saying to each one of these people, when we really think about it, it's not that hard at all. Whether it be any type of relationship or friendship or romantical type of relationship with your family, it's really not that hard when you really sit back and you discern. And so, what does that mean? Well, first and foremost, the assignment of discernment. Like I've made videos about this before. It's something that I talk about all the time because I just really believe in it. Knowing how to have better discernment in the way that you move first and foremost. So having discernment over yourself, fully understanding who you are, the things that that make you tick, your triggers, the ins and out of yourself, fully understanding the energy that you carry, fully understanding the energy that you're going in and out of just throughout the day, right? And once you get a hold of that and really have an inner and understanding of self, like everything else, I can't say that enough, will fall into place. You'll be able to better have an understanding and an overstanding of other people, because it always starts with you. You are the question and the answer. And a part of that assignment with discernment, like I just said, it starts with you. But then when you start doing the work, you see how it then transfers outwardly into the world, people that you are around, instantaneously. It's not something that you have to really put work towards, because you get you, and so now you want to get the different energies. So for example, and I hope this makes sense, let's just say there are just 10 different energies in the world, 10 different energies in the world that bounce between everybody in the world, right? One person can host all different 10, all 10 of the energies, sometimes at the same time, sometimes at different times, but it's just 10 different energies, and they bounce between what's like 7 billion people on the face of the earth, right? And so your job is to not get caught up in. So for example, you meet somebody. First thing, of course, hey, I'm such and such, I'm such and such. You meet somebody, you might have a brief conversation, or whatever the case may be. Your job is not to get caught up in, the person's name, their background, their race, the material things they may have, all the fluff that they tell you. If they seem like they're real cool, if they seem like they're fun, like all that stuff is cool, like it's good, right? That's just the general basic stuff, right? But you can't get caught up in it. You have to focus on the energy that is being presented. It's there. It shows up way before any of that other stuff. It shows up way before a person introduce themselves and tell you their name. It shows up way before anybody, before the person tell you about all the material things that they have, or all the things that they can do, or the things that they can do for you, where they from, their race. It shows up before anything, before anybody say a word. It's a feeling, and that's called clairsentient. It's a feeling that you feel. But if you're not conscious of just energy in general, if you're not conscious of who you are, right? If you don't feel who you are, you can't, of course, you're not going to be able to feel what somebody else is bringing, right? Makes sense, right? And so that's where the work starts with self. So let's say we're doing the work. We are working on just like really fully understanding the ins and out of discernment and these 10 energies that we know that's in the world. So you meet someone and you're very conscious about just when you meet people in general, because it's about quality over quantity, right? We should follow that rule just in life with everything. It's about quality over quantity, right? If I keep saying right, that's like partly on purpose. It's something my Uncle Buddy, God rest his soul, used to say all the time. Right, excuse me, right. So I partly do that on purpose because I like to carry his energy, right? So you're conscious about if you want to move forward, because you're a person. If you're a person like me, as nice as I am, as bubbly as I can be, as opening and welcoming as I can be, at the same time, I'm very conscious, whether people realize it or not, of people. I'm always going to be the same around people. Again, I'm always going to be welcoming and not rude, and unless it calls for it. But that's just my demeanor. I'm a people's person that don't really particularly like people. I know that's weird. That's like an oxymoron, but it's true. Those that really know me know, like I'm not. I'm also a person, I'm going to go back to my point that I'm not a person that have a lot of friends. I'm not a person that use that term friendship loosely. Because I have such a big family, it's 26 first cousins. We're all very close. And so dealing with their energies is enough. And we all grew up tight and close, and so we're always together. So for me, there's very limited space in adding people to that. I feel like the people that are going to be added to that are people that you're assigned to. They're supposed to be a part of your life for whatever reason. So I'm very conscious of that and how I move around people. I'm a person that the friends that I do have, that I consider friends, I'm not real big on hanging out with their friends. And if I do, it's on a rare occasion. It's people that like we really mesh, but it's not often at all. I can count on half a hand. So I say that to say, I just wanted to drive home the point of quality over quantity. So you meet somebody, or you just meet people in general. When you have done the work of discernment and you're constantly within the thick of that work, you'll be able to know right away, like I said, what type of person they're going to be. You'll be able to know, even through the fluff, even through them showing you what they think you want to see, or putting on this mask or just this representative, you'll be able to see right through that. And because you're doing the work, you will have the choice of deciding if you're going to proceed on with any type of relationship with this person or friendship with this person. If you want to see or stick around long enough to see when it reveals itself, the energy that that you feel that's coming out of this person. So it just depends on what you want to do. But the point of what I'm saying is you can then make the choice on how you want to move or not move in a friendship or any type of relationship with said individual, because you have already picked up and discerned the type of energy that they carry. So let's just say you decide, I'm going to move forward with this energy. You know why? Because this energy is familiar. All right, this person's name is Michelle, but I'm used to the energy Michelle was carrying because a year ago, or just in general, my cousin carries that same type of energy. It may be the energy of always playing the victim. I'm used to that type of energy. So I know at the end of the day, for the most part, Michelle's going to be cool because I'm used to this type of energy, several times over with different people in my family or other friends that I have or people I came around, co-workers, colleagues or whatever. So, all right, I'm cool with this. So now I know how to navigate. I know how to move around this energy. I know how I'm going to be around this energy. I know how to act around this energy. I know how to respond around this energy. Let's say you meet a guy named Kevin, and right away you can feel Kevin's energy, right? And it's like, oh, okay, so Kevin is an abuser. Kevin is very manipulative. Kevin play a lot of games. Kevin bring a lot of drama. Kevin is dangerous. No, I'm not going to. We can have this conversation right here today because, it's just a cool conversation. But past today, we're not going to have a conversation. How do I know? Because I'm used to that energy from a guy named Michael, that I dealt with last year. Or Michael that might be in my family, very abusive. I met this person named Daniel. Oh, Daniel, his energy real bubbly. Oh, his energy is like it excites me. His energy, it encourages me, it motivates me. Even without Daniel really doing much, but you can feel it. You know what? I'm gonna move on this. I can see a potential friendship happening out of this or coming out of this because I'm used to this type of energy because this energy was from such and such, from whatever, or my mother carried that type of energy, or my father carried that type of energy, or my grandparents carried that type of energy. So my point of what I'm saying is, energy is going to remain the same, however many energies there is. For this example, we said 10, right? So when you're navigating through life and when you have worked on self and you're continuing to work on self and your discernment, you are now able to discern all the different energies. The thing is, we get caught up in the people that we meet. Like I said earlier, how they look, what their name is, the things that they have, right? Their names, right? Don't get caught up in that. Get caught up in what you feel from them. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. My child busted in. My bad. So I don't remember where I left off. I think I said, so don't get caught up in the person. Pay attention and focus on the energy because it'll save you a lot of time and heartache and headache and drama. And Lord knows what else can come up out of it if you're not paying attention to who they really are. And if you decide to move forward, you know how to move. You know how to navigate. You know what to expect. You know that at some point, certain things are going to reveal itself. So even if you feel like, all right, I know what this is, but I want to wait. I'm making a decision to wait until it reveals itself. That's great. At least you have the option of making a decision instead of going into it blind. Of course, just in life, you're going to go into anything blind when you meet people. But at the same time, I really don't believe in that. I don't know why I just said it, because there are indicators. There are red flags, whether they are good red flags or bad red flags. They are flags because nothing under the sun is new, right? Nothing is new. And so if you meet one person, trust and believe something that they possess, the essence of them reminds you of somebody that you already know or you knew before. So nothing's really new. It's just as people, it's not something that we really talk about. And if I'm not mistaken, the Bible, if you're Christian, if you study Christianity, if I'm not mistaken, speak of discernment. So that's a whole interesting topic. But let me just get out of that, right? Let me back up from that. Nothing is new under the sun. So we don't have these type of conversations that really break down. It's okay to be comfortable with not wanting to be friends with everybody. I think that is completely fine because you're not supposed to be friends with everybody. And quite frankly, everybody's not going to like you and you're not going to like everybody. And that's okay. You can't possibly think that with all these people in the world, what is like 7 billion, something like that, that if you just so happen to meet all 7 billion, that y'all going to get along like this, y'all going to be friends and you going to like each other. And that's bullcrap. And whoever tells you that, tell them I said that's bullcrap. And then you go sit down in the corner somewhere and find themselves, because that's not realistic, okay? That has nothing to do with you being mean or you being just like cruel. That's just life. You're not going to mesh with everybody because you're not supposed to mesh with everybody, because you have your own energy and essence that you're carrying and you're working on self. And everybody's not where you are, because we are all on different frequencies, right? Different frequencies. And if you're somebody, your frequency is dwelling a little higher in elevation, and you meet somebody that's down here, let's say down here 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna match. It might be some hateration, it might be some phoniness, it might be a whole lot of stuff that ain't working out. You want somebody to be really close to where you are so you can understand yourself, understand each other on not just on a physical level, but on a mental, emotional, spiritual, intercellular connection type stuff, where you can be sitting with somebody and don't have to say a word and y'all completely understand what's going on, right? So it is important to discern. Feel what the people are bringing to the table. Feel what you feel when you first meet that person, and then you make the decision if you want to move forward. They don't have to know that you're doing that. Quite frankly, if you want to pretend like you don't know, or if you want to pretend and do that, they don't have to know. But just prepare yourself, and be prepared, and protect yourself. And again, if you feel as though you want to move forward, you know how to move around a person when they do reveal themselves. Now, that don't mean when they do reveal themselves, and it might be something that, everything is situational. It may be a situation where somebody did something, or you notice something, you're like, okay. You lock that in the back of your head. It may not be a thing where, you have to go off on them or cuss them out, or, not be a friend anymore. It could be a thing where it's a lesson that they need to learn, and also a lesson that you need to learn. Now, if it's something egregious where it's just like unacceptable, you gotta cut things off. But in life assigns us to different people for different reasons, right? And it may not be forever. It may just be for a short time, or it could be a forever thing. You just never know. But let me wrap this up, because this is long. There are a certain amount of energies in the world. I don't know how many. I was just using 10 for an example again. And when you work on self and discern self, you should be able to discern those energies right away. Even if it's not in the first day, if you decide to pursue something or continue to talk to a person, even if it's just over the phone for at least a week or two, you should be able to pretty much have a good picture on what type of person the person is. And again, I'm gonna keep saying, have that option of, okay, now how am I going to play it? How am I going to move around this person? Be your genuine self, but you have options. So discernment is really important. I hope that made sense. Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on discernment. Because if you do, people will be out here manipulating you, bamboozling you, getting you into crap you don't need to be in, thinking they got heads up on you. Just observe. Sit back and watch people and observe them. Because people's actions will always speak louder than what they are saying out their mouth. Don't get caught up in the verbal stuff, the verbal energy. That's just a part of the game. Watch all of this. Watch how they move. But more importantly, watch what you feel. Energy is a feeling. That's it. That's all. Ashe. Namaste. Have a good rest of your day.